Well, that's a difficult one because, you know, most of the things that happen, it happens because how the game is progressing and how intense the game gets. And, a few individuals, they do make mistakes at that point of time. But, it's something that we don't really want to do as professional cricketers because there's a lot at stake. People look up to us. So we'll try to keep it controversy free. But still, it's important to make it interesting. So let's hope for the best. And hopefully, there will be no controversies when it comes to this series.
Yes, please. MS, to outsiders, it's amazing to think that 4 years ago, Brenda Sayred wasn't part of your first choice team for Melbourne. Are you impressed with the way he fought his way back into the team, and how valuable is his fast scoring rate whenever you're batting for him?
Well, he's a key player for us, along with the other batsmen that we have got. We rely quite a lot on a good opening start, and we all know once he gets going, he's someone who scores at a quick pace, and, he loves to put pressure on the opposition bowler right from the very start. So when he's at the crease, you can't really afford to have a few warm-up deliveries because, he's someone, if it's in his area, the very first ball, it doesn't matter, he'll look to score runs off it, or it may be the last ball before stumps or tee, and it doesn't really matter. If it's in his area, he'll play his stroke. So it's good to have him in the side. And as far as the last series when we were here, of course he was not part of the first 11, but when he got his chance, he made sure he scored big runs. And if I'm not wrong, Adelaide, he played a big inning. So I think it's crucial, but of course no pressure on him. He enjoys the way he plays, and he backs himself to play those big shots.
Big worry for India.
Sorry?
Big worry for India was Zahin and Nishant. They were not fit enough. They hadn't got enough overs. The way they bowled the Nets yesterday, they bowled the second innings of the practice game as well. You must be delighted that the main threats in the Indian pace attack are fit and very good.
Well, it's good to see them in action. We have missed Zahir quite a few times, and as far as the days over here are concerned, we gave them a bit of time off, and after that, they bowled in the practice games that we played, and also the practice sessions. So they're shaping up really well. But of course, there's 2 more days to go, and we all know, 2 more days, a lot can happen. So we are just hoping that the best 11 is fit for the first test, and hopefully, both of them will be available for selection.
Yes, please. A lot of touring teams sometimes struggle in the first test to adjust to the bounce. How have you found it with the Nets at least, and what do you think of the pitch here? How do you think the batsmen will handle it?
Well, I think if you see the batting line that we have got, it's not the first time that they'll be touring Australia, and it's not the first time that they will be playing at the venue. So I think they know the condition very well. And of course, the 12-13 days that we have come over here in advance, that will really help us. Of course, the first practice game that we played, the wicket was very different, a bit on the slower side. But the wicket over here for the practice, it looks good. There's a bit more bounce compared to the Canberra wicket. So I think, we have tried to get the most out of the 12 to 14 days that we have been over here. So, we are very optimistic as to, we should do well in the test match.
Do you think enough precautions have been taken that Zahin and Nishant pull up through nicely for the test match and there are no background?
Well, we have tried. Yes, we have tried our best, whatever we could do, and the players also they are putting their part. They're spending enough time outside the field, also in the gym, and the rehab sessions that they need to do, and of course at the same time they're putting a lot of effort in the practice sessions also. So overall, it looks good, and we are hoping that we won't really have any injuries.
How do you look at the favourite tag? Because this time the team is coming to Australia, tag as the favourites.
Well, again, if you look at the tag, you'll be thinking too much in advance as to, where you want to be in the 4th test. But what's important is, how we start in the first test, be in the moment, break the test match into sessions and try to win more sessions than the opposition team. So I think that's what is crucial for us, and if we do the small things well, if we keep winning the sessions, ultimately we'll win the test match. So we'll look to put emphasis on the small things and not think about, where we want to be at the end of the 4th test.
Yes, please.